here for our next episode of The Full Course. We're in Port Clinton at Bistro 163. We're here with Executive Chef Stacy Maple. She's going to tell us all about this Pay It Forward restaurant and how it's different from just any old other cafe that you might stop into. Stacy, tell us a little bit about this.
So we are a non-profit, mission-based restaurant, and really what that means is we have two missions. The first is to increase food security, which is just a fancy way of saying feeding the people in our community who are hungry, and the other is to build community. So how we've chosen to do that is here with our Pay It Forward restaurant, or Pay It Forward Cafe with Bistro 163. When you come into the bistro, you'll see it looks and acts like a traditional restaurant. We have hosts, we have tableside service, wonderful customers, volunteers here as well though. And so once you're here, you might notice that things are slightly different. You'll take a look around, you'll see these large mission boards. On our menus, it'll actually say suggested menu price. And that's when you might start to recognize that there's something else really going on here, more than just food.
So what is the suggested price? How is that different from a standard price that you might charge for a meal?
So our suggested price is what we ask you to pay if you're able to. That's what we hope you can pay. But because we are all volunteers, well, not myself, but because all the tableside servers are volunteers, there's no gratuity. So we're hoping that if you're able to, you'll leave a little more on the table, and that will actually pay for those who can't afford a meal when they come in. So the whole idea is paying it forward for the next person.
This is my first time here at the Bistro and paid it forward today, and it was a really awesome experience. The food is really good, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity for people here to come and just pay it forward. And also the ladies are wonderful. I was so impressed at the fact that they volunteer their time and they pay it forward, and it's a really beautiful thing. So I'm thankful to be here today and share a meal with everyone.
So you're nourishing people not just through food. You're nourishing spirit, community, all sorts of different things.
Right, and that's what we say. We're feeding much more than bellies here.
I love that. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So we have our 3 rounds of random questions because we like to get to know you in some ways, that are a little different than the norm.
All right, I'm excited.
So
Let's see.
for our appetizer round, we let you pick a question.
All right.
And beans and chili, yay or nay?
Ooh, yes.
Yes. Okay.
That's a yay.
What kinds of beans?
I like all beans. I didn't realize I was a bean person until a few years ago. I lived in the South, and I'm a bean person. So I like beans.
Because down in Texas, they are very pro beanless.
Oh, whoa, Texas is pro beanless?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that. So I was down in Atlanta.
Okay, that makes a difference. Okay. Team bean and team no bean.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, we have our more substantial questions in the entree round.
Okay. There we go.
Do cookbooks still have relevance when so many recipes are available online?
I think they do. It may not still be true today. It was a few months ago. The cookbooks were the one segment that was still growing in the print for books. I do think they do. So many times it's about the photography that's in there and maybe the stories of the cookbook authors. Unfortunately, I think on the web there's so many bad recipes because anybody can put a recipe up. Anybody can blog about a recipe. Therefore, not all of them are good, and many of them aren't tested like they should be. And so, I don't always. There's some reputable sites out there for sure online.
True.
But I like a good cookbook.
And then finally, just a little sweet treat to end. We have our dessert round.
Be my favorite for sure.
Okay.
There you are.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
I get excited.
That's hard.
No, there's so many. I recently had one in Columbus, and it was a little Latin place, and it was pine nut.
I would never have thought of that.
And it was so wonderful and creamy, and it had some toasted pine nuts through it. And I can't remember the Spanish word for it, but it was wonderful. So that's my new favorite.
That sounds amazing.
I've never met an ice cream I don't like, though.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, Stacy, thank you so much for taking the time out of the lunch crowd to come and talk with us.
Thank you.
Again, we're at Bistro 163 in Port Clinton. Thank you so much, and look forward to the next episode of The Full Course.